What are you guys doing?
Huh?
The show's already started.
What? Oh, really? I can't see. I got my blindfold on.
We're practicing for the activity where we can't use our eyesight and we have to rely on each other's instructions to get the job done.
Listen,
Right, exactly.
Eric, you're not even facing the right way right now. What are you doing?
Oh yeah, true. He isn't, is he? Yeah, he's. Turn around. No, not a. Well, I mean, this does not bode well for the activity that we have planned later.
The set's backwards.
Ugh. Happy Monstering! And welcome to another episode of My Singing Monsters Live, where you will learn everything there is to know about My Singing Monsters, your one-stop shop. I am Monster Handler Matt.
I'm Monster Handler Eric. Boy, we have so much to cover today.
We do. It's episode 27. 27, can you believe it? That's officially in your mid to late 20s.
Wow. The achievement we've all been waiting for.
So, as per usual here on My Singing Monsters Live, if you're joining us for the first time, welcome aboard. If this is old hat to you by now, see what I did there? Old hat, you had a hat on.
Did I? I couldn't see.
That's right, you were in the darkness. But if this is, whether this is a new experience for you or you're joining us after so many weeks of us sharing in our knowledge of the monster world, welcome. So
27 weeks.
That's right. We always get started with a few special pieces of business, some housekeeping stuff. But it's more exciting than housekeeping because I think of housekeeping as like sweeping and stuff.
Yes.
But this is far more exciting.
Far more exciting.
So, the first thing that we want to do for this episode is talk about our giveaway. So, every single episode of My Singing Monsters Live, we do 2 giveaways. We do a subscriber giveaway right off the hop, and then we do a giveaway right at the end. So, before I explain how the subscriber giveaway works, if you're on Twitch and you're in the chat and you're watching this episode, you need only put in !raffle, and our handy behind the scenes bot will put you into the running for a special prize.
That's right.
A special giveaway that we do right at the end of the episode.
Mm-hmm.
And the subscriber giveaway, well, Eric, why don't you tell us a bit about how the subscriber giveaway works?
Well, if you subscribe to our channel on Twitch, which you can do directly through Twitch, or if you have an Amazon Prime account, I believe you get 1 free subscription on Twitch.
You're right.
And you could use it on this channel right here. Not only do you get some fun emotes, but you'll be entered in the subscriber giveaway.
And you don't even need to be watching, right?
That's right. You might say, oh, I can't tune in every week. Is it worth it?
But you might still be the winner.
Yes,
randomly
that's right.
drawn from our subscriber pool.
Just one extra entry every week into a draw.
It's a good idea.
It's
all things considered.
Very fun. Now that being said, should we announce the winner of our subscriber
I think
giveaway?
we should.
Now, should we first announce the prize of the subscriber?
I would love to. The winner of today's subscriber giveaway, they get to choose either between a rare chorister or a rare octopus.
Wow.
I wonder why those two specifically. Well, we'll get to that later.
Yeah.
We'll get to that later.
Now, would you like to announce the winner?
I
of
would.
that giveaway?
All right, the winner of today's giveaway is Cubwax.
Hey,
Congratulations,
congratulations.
Cubwax. You were randomly drawn from our subscriber pool, and you need to let us know via Whisper on Twitch which of those 2 monsters, rare chorister or rare octopus, you'd like for us to deliver to your account. So please message us and include your BBBID/friend code. And while we're at it, why don't we say hello to the monster handlers who are operating behind the scenes on today's episode.
Of course.
We've got monster handler Michael, who's on camera.
Hi, Michael.
What?
It sounded weird.
What did you do?
I said hello, but I think I was too close to the mic.
Oh, did it sound all fuzzy? And we have monster handler Sydney in the chat.
Everybody say hi, Sydney.
Hi, Sydney. Put those purple hearts to let her know that you think she's great, because we think she's great.
She is great.
Just one thing that I saw from the chat.
Michael?
They were asking, Har specifically I saw was asking, Eric, did you get a haircut?
Yes. I've gotten many haircuts.
Over the
throughout
course
my
of your
life.
existence, yes.
But I did get one fairly recently. I hope it looks okay, because that hat, I was a little worried.
I actually got one too, but
there you go.
I don't think if you can really tell because I'm so often cloistered beneath my monster handler hat.
And if you weren't expecting this episode's theme to be haircuts, surprise!
It is.
No. But
So we've got some other housekeeping
right.
things that we wanted to talk about.
I was gonna say,
a
but-
new little feature that we wanted to do.
one last note.
Got one
I was
more
just say
thing.
thank you for noticing.
Oh,
We appreciate it.
right. Sorry, I didn't want to steal your thunder
No.
about your haircut there.
I think yours looks very nice too.
Well, thanks. My mom did it. Monster Handler Matt's mom. That's MHMM.
Yeah, that's right. All right. So,
Okay,
Well,
we've derailed. This is all about
more-
haircuts so far. All right, we need to
more-
get on. We need to get on task.
more fun news.
Yes.
Let's hit these bulletin
We
stomps.
gotta.
Is what to say.
This desk squeaks. We gotta get some WD-40 here.
Now, I don't know if you've ever heard of a user named Cubwax,
Uh-huh.
but they just earned the 1K bits badge.
In addition to winning our subscriber giveaway.
Yeah, so congratulations.
Congratulations.
Now, to be
Well
clear,
done. Well done.
That's not a badge we give out. That's a Twitch
Ah.
thing, just to be clear.
Right,
That's not
and that
something
has
we
to do with having given 1,000 bits.
I believe so.
1K bits. That would make sense, wouldn't it?
I think so.
Alright.
And then on top of that, we also have several new subs.
Ooh.
So all of these fine folks will
And
be
returners.
eligible for subscriber giveaways. Sorry?
And return.
Oh, yes, of course.
Long
Yes.
streaks.
Here we go. We got a new sub, the Monster Explorers.
Welcome aboard, Monster
We
Explorers.
also got, I'm going to do my best to pronounce this, Why They Beast.
Why are they beast?
We've got
Or-
Storm Snake 25, who's on a 3-month streak.
Ah, congratulations.
And include the message, yeah, it's my 3rd anniversary too.
Of playing my singing monsters?
And
That's great, I hope.
Incredible.
Or if it's of your of a relationship or some other anniversary. Congratulations on that.
Yes,
too.
congratulations
But
all
I
the same.
assume that it has to do with my singing monsters.
Logan Peter 756 is a Prime sub in a 6-month streak.
6 months, huh?
It's been around for almost half a year.
So
Logan
they
Peter says.
say.
Yeah.
They're correct.
Renster Mario, Prime sub for a 3-month streak. And added the message, woohoo!
Woohoo!
D's Waffles 2005
It's a great name.
is a new Prime sub. Welcome to the party.
Welcome aboard.
We have got Har239, 3-month streak Prime sub. Message, 3 months!
Yeah! I think Michael just had us. Something here just happened.
Oh, yeah?
Man, this episode is a mess.
I can't wait. All right, let's get through these.
All right.
We got
Yeah, keep going.
Cubwax on the 5-month streak. Thank you so much. Wall91 Prime sub 6-month streak. Potawatomi MSM 6 months message. 5+ years with the game and now 6 months of great live stream. Thanks for all the entertainment. Heart.
Well, thank you,
Heart right
Potawatomi.
back to
That's
you.
great.
We've also got Princess Waddle on a 4-month streak, and it has a message that says, "I've got a question for you guys. What's your fave monsters?" Man, that's a big answer.
That's a bit. That's. I've always liked Wubblins and Ethereals. Those are among my faves. Do you have a specific one you want to mention there?
I'm gonna go with my favorite epic because I know that answer because I've been asked that a lot.
Yep.
Epic Pop Ellie, all the way.
Draconian.
Yes.
Yes.
I love the design.
Well, that's great.
Okay.
So
That's your news for today.
now that we've got all that fun housekeeping out of the way, we get to talk about the topic of today's episode.
Okay.
And the topic of today's episode is monster interrelationships, and by that I mean like symbiosis and the way that two living things can help each other thrive and survive in the monster world, which is a pretty safe world, all things considered. If you're a monster, we've discovered in the past that if you're a monster handler visiting, there is a potential to be beset by an epic maw, but that's a whole other story for another time.
That's right. But some monsters specifically use cooperation.
That's
within
right.
the world.
And see the mutual benefit of helping each other out. And this week was a pretty epic week in terms of monster discovery, because we had both Epic Oaktopus and Epic Chorister come out of hiding at the exact same time. And there's something that is communal between these two epic monsters. Eric, do you know what it is? He's thinking, folks.
Trees.
That's a good one, Michael, but that's not exactly it.
Is it that they have another creature or element interacting with them?
Ah,
They cooperate.
You're very correct. Both of these monsters play host to another living thing and exist mostly in harmony with that living thing.
Oh, I should have said they both got haircuts.
Everyone got haircuts in keeping with the theme of this week's episode.
course.
So yes, both Epic Oaktopus and Epic Chorister play host to another living thing. In the case of Epic Oaktopus, it is the parasitical frond-like fungus ritrot.
Mm-hmm.
And in the case of Epic Oaktopus, it is the bonsai tree. Now, be careful. That's bonsai, B-A-W-N-Z-I.
Well,
Not
how
to
else
be
could you
confused.
spell?
Not confused. Not to be confused.
C-O-N-F-L-U-S-E.
Oh yeah, that's a whole other thing. So, these are just but two examples of cooperation that exist in the monster world. So,
But wait, there's more.
but wait, there's more. So it's time for me to get out my special satchel, which contains all sorts.
Cue the satchel theme music.
Da, 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 da. So, here inside, oh, I've got it upside down. Here inside the notes of Dr. Warden E. Spurritt, whom, as you may or may not know, was integral in helping the current generation of monster handlers discover the epics, was leaning heavily
That's right.
on the notes of Dr. Warden E. Spurritt. But I have taken to adding to these notes so that this tome may one day exist as a comprehensive guide to all things singing monsters. So, in addition to Epic Oaktopus and Epic Oaktopus being available now to buy and to breed, we also have a promotion going on in My Singing Monsters this weekend, the Stuff of Legend promotion, in which Sugar Bush and the featured member of the Sugar Fam, Sugar Base, are discounted in the market. Now, Sugar Base, it was not only chosen because of its supportive, encouraging nature, and because it's Mother's Day on Sunday. Here's your reminder, members of the My Singing Monsters Live community. If you haven't done something special for your mom, if you don't have anything prepared, you have about, 36 hours notice to get your stuff in order. Make sure you have something special prepared for your mom.
Make a card.
Yes, it's that easy. Make a nice card. So, Sugar Base was chosen not only because it's supportive, and that reminds me of the way that my mom is to me. She gives me haircuts. Very supportive.
Yeah.
But Sugar Base also aligns perfectly with the theme of cooperative relationships between living things, because the Sugar Base's pelt is specifically colored teal because of a special fungus that lives inside its fur. Now,
Right.
there is a animal in the human world that shares that sort of relationship with the fungus. Do you know what animal that is, Eric?
I don't.
Come on. Slow moving. Slow moving. I'll give you a hint.
Could it be a sloth?
It is a sloth. Sloths in the human world move so slowly that fungi grow, and that's also the case with the Sugar Base. So there's also an example of cooperation happening.
See, I got
there.
confused because I didn't know the sloths were teal.
That's not the comparison I was drawing. Eric, you watch it, buddy. I got more examples. Are you ready to hear more?
I'd love to hear more.
Okay, so another example of two living things cooperating in the monster world are thumpies and their mushrooms,
Of course.
because both of them come from different sort of kingdoms of living things in the monster world, but both work together to create music, which is a beautiful thing. And those are, of course, as well native to the Thumpyverse, but also flourish in the monster world as well. Way back in prehistory in the Dawn of Fire, we have Willoughby and its birds.
Of course, right?
A symbiotic relationship happening there. We have a very notable example, Riff and its guitar, both living things. We have young Skartar, the Celestial on Celestial Island, which is accompanied by tiny little red beetles that are crawling all over its sitar-like instrument. And we've already mentioned Bonsai for Epic Oaktopus. And I saw in the comments when these monsters were released this week that, and we sort of did this on purpose. We did a little bit of hijinks, a little bit of a switcheroo. We wanted people to believe that we had discovered Epic Oaktopus, and so showed the bonsai tree that was growing atop Epic Quarster's head, but in fact, that belongs to a whole other monster. Now, it's fair to assume that the bonsai, given its similar appearance to the head growths of the octopus, are related in some ancient lineage, some phylogenetic ancestry happening there. In the same way, the Quarster is distantly related to the barricade. Do you know of what I speak? It is one of the path decorations on Earth Island. And barricades long in the past diverged from the chorister lineage because they were less interested in singing and more interested in just sitting on the ground like a rock.
I believe barricades are also a fish.
No, that's a barracuda, Michael.
Oh. How many people do you think got that?
That's the barricade theme song. And then finally I have one here with an asterisk, and it's Bon Appetit. Now, Bon Appetit is an interesting example because these are not two living things that found each other and found a mutual benefit over time. These were brought into existence together by the Wubbox as a sort of singular Wublin unit. There's never a Bona without a Petite. So while I did include it on this list, it made sense to sort of give a special sort of asterisk beside it just to say that it's a little different than the other examples that I provided. So there you go. That's my list. That's my list of monsters and living things that cooperate together in the monster world to achieve harmony.
And I mean, cooperation is such an important theme in the
Yes.
monster world, considering that they all come together
Yes.
to build a beautiful song.
Oh.
But it is particularly interesting that some monsters have that sort of connection with the world around them.
That's
if
right.
you will.
That's right. And there were other monsters that I didn't put on this list. Things like the pummel with its plant membrane in its mouth, or the shellbeat with its aquatic drum kit, just because the criteria that I used to come up with this list specifically was that they had to be ongoing living things that benefited off of each other, whereas I believe the plant membrane that pummel uses to seal up its mouth is actually, like, I don't want to say dead, but it's like from a plant that has been cultivated for that exact purpose. And shellbeat as well collects pieces from around the sea floor, but I assume that they're not living since they're able to be transplanted to things like Gold Island. So that was my criteria for putting together that list. If there are other examples of monsters that you feel have a cooperative relationship with another creature or another monster in the monster world, please let us know in the comments if I was remiss in mentioning any of them, and perhaps we can talk about them when we get to questions.
That's right.
Because many questions were posed, and I'm prepared to answer them. But there's one more exciting piece of information that I wanted to talk about.
Okay.
And this is just sort of a reminder to the community that when it comes time for new content to be released, part of that process for us is testing it and making sure that it works, that it doesn't break the game.
That's right.
And we just wanted to remind everybody that if you see something that has not yet officially been announced, please be considerate of other members of the community. We do a lot of hard work to try and build up the suspense and the surprise for the release of these new monsters. So just cooperate. Aha! Cooperate with your fellow members of the community so everyone can enjoy themselves and have an opportunity to be surprised. Hashtag don't spoil the monsters.
Perfect.
Yeah.
All right. Shall we jump straight into questions?
Oh,
then?
I'd love to.
Monster Handler
I'd love
Matt.
to.
All right. Oh, these seem to meet up with the theme of the episode.
No way.
Can you believe that?
All right. I'm ready.
At Orberg wants to know,
Who?
how does Riff's symbiotic guitar hatch with Riff?
Oh. So, an interesting thing about Riff specifically, and this was only fairly recently discovered, is that the guitar itself doesn't hatch with Riff. It's actually a separate creature that exists in some other sonological niche of the monster world. But young Riffs, who are, young, and we can't fault them for that.
No.
But are often given a sort of artificial player guitar to practice on, much in the way that home economics classes give you those babies.
Oh, yes.
You know the ones I mean?
Yes.
Remember high school with those babies?
I mean, I never took that class, but I know exactly.
No, neither did I. But you saw them around, and you're like, "That's a baby."
they're
Exactly.
designed to
To
tell
remind you that it's another living thing that you need to take care of, that you need to nurture, you need to make sure is healthy and happy. So it's a similar sort of setup where I don't think that the guitar actually hatches with the Riff, but that they are paired at some point after the young Riff has proven that they are able to take care of the artificial guitar that they have as a sort of a loner. That's Loaner.
Correct. A question from Survey.
Uh-huh.
What is the name of Riff's guitar?
Well, I think each riff has its own sort of private name for its guitar. Think of the relationship between your, I can never know how to pronounce it, but you know, in the fictional universe of His Dark Materials, every person has sort of like an animal counterpart that runs around with them.
Okay.
That's sort of a private relationship. So I don't think riffs go around broadcasting the names that they have for their special guitars. And I don't know the species name of the guitar. It's sort of like Yoda's species name. Will we know it? Possibly never. It's right now. It's just Yoda's species.
And they don't really need to use the name because it's sort of an unspoken.
Exactly. Sort of a private thing that exists
Yeah.
between each riff and its symbiotic guitar partner.
Very cool. In the spirit of cooperation,
Mm.
Hakal Nixon asks, does Galvana need to be babysat by the other Celestials?
Well, I don't think so. An important thing to remember is that all of the revived Celestials on Celestial Island are roughly the same age. There were a couple of months there where certain Celestials sort of emerged from the wreckage and were revived earlier than others, Galvana, of course, being the last. But they're all roughly, give or take, the same maturity and power level. So it's not that Galvana necessarily needs to be babysat, but they do all need to sort of cooperate. Sort of a Muppet Babies setup, where they're all looking out for each other.
Very good. It's a tough question, but I'm glad that you were on the ball.
Ooh, just like Galvana. Oh, you did that on
Cakes
purpose.
asks, why is Smoochel classified as one monster and not two?
Ah.
I was asking you a similar question today.
Just earlier today. Schmoochel, in my mind, is classified as one monster instead of two because when the wings flap, the whole thing moves. That's the rule.
Well, all right.
Right? It's one body. There are two distinct consciousnesses that are in play there, but I consider them to be one monster, just like the Quibble is one monster, or the Rare Dandy-Doo is one monster. Thumpies, different monsters, still sort of considered a unit, though, typically traveling in pairs. But, yeah, Schmoochel, because it's sort of like one distinct animal with one set of wings, 2 arms, 2 legs, it's a distinctly singular thing. That's my classification, at least.
Very cool. Cubwax wants to know, what's the relationship between revived Skaratar and those little ladybugs that are sometimes on your social media posts?
I mentioned them in my list. So,
Beat you to it.
so who is asking this question?
Cubwax.
Cubwax. The tiny red beetles that sort of hang around the revived Skaratar's sitar certainly seem like they would have an affinity with the insectoid Skaratar to begin with, but in terms of the specific mutual benefit that they perform, I think that the beetles help the smaller scale sitar of the revived Skaratar. They sort of groom it. They sort of chew off any sort of moss or lichen that might be growing on it. So they help the Skaratar preserve the integrity of the instrument. It's sort of like the opposite of like baboons grooming each other. They're looking for bugs, but these are bugs grooming. Can you believe it?
Topsy-turvy.
It is topsy-turvy.
Big Shrub wants to know, would a rare octopus and a rare shrub likely to make a great pair? The octopus could scratch the shrub's back.
Hey, that sounds like a good setup to me.
Correct.
There's some sort of cooperation happening there. If you can't reach your back and another monster can scratch because they got long, spindly arms, sounds like a perfect combination.
Sounds great.
I have a question for you.
Yes, Michael.
If you had to have a cooperation with another monster, what would you want? You're talking about this monster that's scratching backs. Is there a monster that you think would have a very good symbiotic nature with?
You know what? I would want to have a cooperative relationship with a Tweedle, because Tweedles, being very gossipy, are always on the up and up, and they know the latest of what's going on. They might be able to give us some inside monster intel about the comings and goings, the internal politics and intrigue of the monster world, because they're really on top of stuff like that. So I would maybe give the Tweedle, I don't know, some tidbits about the human world, or maybe just some good old-fashioned bird seed, but or Tweedle seed in this case. But yeah, I think that would be a good thing, because it would be sort of a conduit for information for me. And you know me, I'm always searching for more information.
That's
How
right.
about you,
Gotta write
Eric?
down. my immediate thought was a flying monster just so I could fly. Just take me
Just
up.
pick
in the
you
air.
up and then off you go.
But then I thought, being I won't go as far as say quick-witted. I'm humble. The witted person that I am.
Just standard witted.
Just standard-witted.
Standard-witted.
I think I'd like to have a Shelby nearby to give me a quick drum roll anytime I need.
Oh,
Just
for all of your
punctuate
puns.
the jokes.
That's true. Do you have one? And Sydney, if you've got one. He wasn't even thinking. Well, keep thinking about it. We got more questions. And Sydney, let us know in the chat which monster you'd like to have a cooperative friendship with.
You know who I like having a cooperative friendship with? The community.
I thought you were going to say me.
And you.
Yeah, all right. What's next?
Princess Waddle 331 wants to know, does Epic Chorister give magical wisdom advice to the young babies monsters?
Does Epic Chorister give magical wisdom advice? I can't see why not. Because Epic Choristers are so old that part of their bodies have begun to sort of crumble away and there's been, advanced vegetation growth upon it. I think that in all the time that Epic Chorister's been alive, it has to have accumulated some wisdom, right? So I'm sure that it's able to pass that on to any young monsters who are interested in listening.
You think it ever sort of meanders with its tails like back in my day?
Very, very probably. Just looking at Epic Chorister seems like the kind of monster that would talk your ear off about the good old days.
Doesn't necessarily have ears, but the pieces falling off.
Right,
That's what
the crumbly bits.
It might have talked its own ear off.
That's a very graphic recreation.
Well, thank you. I thought it was fairly accurate.
Donkey Kong 14 asks, is Ritrot the only one of its kind, or is there different varieties for every monster?
I believe the frond-like fungus Ritrot is its own thing. It specifically, I don't want to use the word target, it specifically seeks out Epic Oaktopus to have the relationship with, just because the physiology of the Epic Oaktopus works particularly well in terms of the vaguely mind control-like qualities that it bestows upon the monster.
Alright, @Fangast asks, what is the green liquid, or whatever it is, coming out of Epic Oaktopus's body? And then
We've got the graphic here to refer to. That green liquid are actually very vibrantly colored tiny vines and tendrils extending from the main Ritrot sort of fronds that appear up at the top of the head, and those actually snake down and help the Ritrot sort of control the
Like a
Epic
marionette.
Oaktopuses. Very much so. Great example, Michael. It is very much like marionette strings. So they're vines. It's not liquid. It's more vines that are wrapped around the arms of the Epic Oaktopus.
Very cool. See if you can wrap your head around this question.
Okay.
Britnell Laurie wants to know, shouldn't Epic Oaktopus hurt Epic Chorister's bonsai tree because it has a fungus and it's sick?
Oh no, there's no hurting in the monster world. I feel like I sounded like Epic Chorister there. Oh no, listen, there's nothing like that. Anyway, no. Epic Oaktopus's Ritrot shouldn't be hurting Epic Chorister's bonsai tree. Ritrot, despite its vaguely parasitical nature, is quite specific in terms of the relationship, the communion that it creates with other monsters. So it mostly leaves the Epic Chorister bonsai trees alone. Everyone is sort of happy to stay in their lane, so to speak.
Okay.
Ecological or sonological or otherwise.
We'll sneak one last probing question here, and then maybe we'll move on to the tougher variety. @Jonas Smitty wants to know, both treetops of Oaktopus and Epic Chorister are the same. Would that kind of make them cousins? Which we sort of touched on.
We did. I believe that their visual match would suggest some sort of shared ancestry there.
All right, we're going to stick one more in because that was
A quick
pseudo-answered
one.
previously.
Yeah.
It's our good friend with the name you love to pronounce.
Apenas un bocado.
Thank you. Would a young Epic Chorister look like a normal young Chorister?
An interesting question. Yes, because we've established that the Epic Chorister is just a common Chorister that has gotten so old, then I would say yes, that's exactly correct. Good theorizing.
Very interesting.
Good theory. Proven. correct. Well done.
All right. Well, let's see how well you can do when we ask you a few stumped
All right,
questions.
I'm ready. I'm ready.
Here we go.
I'm invigorated by all the great questions that we got today.
I think we're gonna minimize. We're gonna hit you with 3.
3.
That's all the chance it's gonna be lightning round.
Okay,
Here we go.
I'm ready.
Cole the Bug asks, how many shrubs are required to wake up a Zin?
No! Oh, these wobbling recipes, they kill me. How many shrubs are required to wake up a Zinth? 4.
Stump.
Rats! How many?
0.
Oh, a true trick question. That's cruel.
Oh,
That's
very
mean.
well done. Very
Oh,
well done.
that's sad.
All right.
That's very sad.
Maybe
for
we'll
me.
do 5 after all.
Yeah, please.
All right.
The opening does not bode well. All right, keep them coming.
@MsmX asks, which one of these decorations are animated? Ready?
Ooh, okay, I'll know this
I
one.
feel confident here.
The Bar Blue statue,
Yep.
the Squeed statue, the Thunker statue, or the Spirit statue?
It's the Thunker. You know
Correct.
how I know? Because it's a Star Shop decoration.
You got it right.
Oh,
Winner Gagnon.
50% correct.
All right, here we go. Keep the streak alive.
Yeah.
@DudeCraft4 wants to know how many monsters on Plant Island are plant-based, meaning they have plant parts, excluding dipsters, rares, and epics.
So the question is not how many monsters have the plant element as part of their makeup,
But they have plant.
but they have
Parts.
plant parts?
That's what it says.
Okay. Well, luckily Plant Island is one of the islands that I know the best of off the top of my head, so I'll just go through them and see. So, it was excluding epics and dipsters and rares?
Yes.
Okay, so we'll just do the common monsters.
Okay.
And, yeah, the common. So, we have Potbelly, Furcorn, Oaktopus. Thinking of other shrub. Clamble. Pummel if you count the plant membrane. I don't know if Pummel's in that list, but it should be. Bogart, sort of a wooden quality to its horns and the cello-like instrument that it produces. Entbrat, of course. Sugarbush is very vegetation-like. Who am I missing? Neither of the wordos on Plant Island are particularly plant-like. Gast, not very plant-like. Punkleton, a seasonal, is plant-based, wrapped in vines. 10 is a nice, clean, even number, so I'm gonna say 10. What do you think? What did they say?
This is gonna get controversial. So, they said 8,
Okay.
but you did defend each of your answers.
Yes.
So-
So who did I add to the list? I bet Pummel was one of them.
Pummel was one of them.
Ah,
Bogart was one of them. But the original list was Potbelly, Furcorn, Clamble, Shrub, Sugarbush, Oaktopus, Entbrat, and Punkleton.
Can we agree to disagree and say that both are correct, giving me 66% correct so far?
I think we call it a draw and give everyone a win.
Hooray! Everyone's a winner. Everyone's okay. I got 66% today.
Oh! Yeah, we'll still give it. I realized it's how many monsters. Which, it's still up for debate. Yes. It's still
Okay.
I was thinking, it doesn't matter if they didn't line up. You could have said 8 and said completely wrong monsters, and technically you still had it right.
Yes.
So I thought
yes,
maybe
this
we
is true.
reverse it. But that doesn't make sense.
Mhm.
We're going with what we went with. Alright. Decide Do wants to know which island song is played during the start of every stream? That is a good question.
I think it's either Water or Wublin Island. Usually we're here.
Are they talking about the while we're waiting? Or,
Yes.
Okay.
Oh, it's while we're waiting.
So it's
Yes.
not.
So it's
while
not
we're
the-
waiting,
it's not the opening.
transitioning from
No,
the
no,
opening
yeah.
to the show.
I believe it's as soon as the
Because
show
that's
goes
Wublin.
live.
Because that's Wublin.
I feel like that's too
I
easy.
think I'm gonna say Water. I feel like it's Water.
Well,
You got it right.
I got it right.
You got it right.
75%.
Okay, one more. Let's see how it goes.
Let's see. I'm already way above my threshold, so I'm feeling comfortable.
Seabass
feeling
Streams
confident. All right.
87 asks.
What's next?
Which of the two members of the Sugar Fam have visible ears? Interesting. While we were talking, of course, we're talking ears off.
Ooh, very interesting. Visible ears. Well, I don't. Visible ears. I don't think it's Sugar Beats. I was just looking at members of the Sugar Fam today in preparation
Isn't that convenient?
for the Stuff of Legend sale, the promotion that we have running. Ooh, for some reason I feel like Sugar Buzz is one of them. But no, it's got quite shaggy. It's got those mutton chops. Sugar Buzz does. Okay, my guess is not very scientific. Oh, I think Sugatar is one of them. Sugatar and Sugar Rock.
Stumped.
Ah!
It's Sugar Joe and Sugar Rock.
So I got Sugar Rock. I
Yes.
got one of them.
You were
but it's
partway
Sugar
there.
Joe, not Sugatar.
Yeah,
You can see them.
correct.
Fair enough.
Hey, there they are.
Visible ears. Oh yeah. Who'da thunk? There they are. The other one's sort
Seabass
of-
Streams 87.
Yeah, he thunk. They thunk. So I did well.
Yes.
Can we agree on that?
That was a pretty successful
Hooray!
round
Congratulations
of
to
stumps.
me.
Okay. Now, we can jump into this activity.
Oh yeah, right. The one that we sort of alluded to in the opening of today's episode.
That's right. Currently, it's called Mind Control Drawing Activity. But if you have a better name at home, let us know.
We never came up with a name.
We were very busy today.
We were busy today. There's a lot going on.
Mind drawing. No.
Mind drawing.
Yeah. There's something there.
Come
Please
on,
submit your
help
names.
us come up with a name.
But
Okay, so
in the
what are we
meantime-
doing during this activity?
Okay, we're gonna have to grab some pieces over there, if you don't mind. I'll
Sure.
start explaining.
Sure.
The game itself will be,
Oh, I'm getting them.
if you don't mind, they're close to you.
I don't mind.
This is the spirit of cooperation.
Hey!
Where you do the work.
So am I wheeling in this particular
Yes,
thing here?
yes, please. So, we will be drawing a card from this bowl. It will have a monster on it. One person will be able to describe what the other person is supposed to draw. The other twist is the other person will be blindfolded.
Aha!
Once the drawing is complete, the person will take off their blindfold and have to guess at what they have just drawn based on the instructions of the first person.
Okay.
Sounds
Makes
a little
sense.
complicated.
So is this the
but in
blindfold that
actual-
we're going to be using?
Yeah,
We're
let's-
actually
let's go with that.
repurposing some of Monster Handler Michael's suspenders here for our
Yes.
blindfold.
Who are you blindfolding first or am I?
Why don't I blindfold myself first? You know what I'm
Okay.
going to do is I'm going to lose the hat,
Yes.
just because that's going to make blindfolding a lot
You know what?
easier.
There might be an easier way.
What is the easier way?
If you take your hat and turn it around backwards.
Oh,
Oh.
great idea, and that's going to make things a lot faster. See, this is the spirit of cooperation at work here, folks. So, here we go. Turning the Monster Handler hat around. I feel like I'm like part of the Praetorian Guard here.
Now,
Okay.
this is going to be tough because we can't use descriptive words that will give away what you're drawing. So it has to be things like circle and line.
Mm-hmm.
We couldn't outright say like draw a leaf, you know?
Right.
Because that could give it
Because
away
that
too
would
easily.
give it away. Okay.
So, I think
So-
Is the audience gonna know what it is?
no.
So
The
the
audience
audience
will be
is
able to
so
guess
the audience
along.
will be guessing at the audience will be guessing at the exact same time as
Well, they'll get to guess as you draw.
right as I draw.
Yeah.
But they'll have the benefit of seeing it in action, and I will not. Okay.
Okay.
All right. So I just want to make sure that I. There we go. All right. I think I'm ready.
Okay. Draw wait for the whole instruction.
Okay.
Draw a half circle
Yep.
with the flatter part on the bottom. And
Yes.
finish that shape. Okay, great. Now, approximately
Well, I really
around
shouldn't take my.
yeah, approximately around the bottom of that shape,
Uh huh.
throw some sausages around it.
How many sausages?
Oh, I don't want to say. Just throw some.
Oh. I think I know what's happening.
Okay. We're on the right track. And then approximately the middle of the circle, give me a nice oval. And then just above that, give me a couple of circles. Yep. And then top of the circle,
Yep.
horizontal line.
Horizontal line.
Yep. and then draw a rectangle on top of that line. Rectangle on top of that
A
line.
rectangle on top of that line?
Yeah. And then draw another horizontal line partway up that rectangle. All right, great. I think we nailed it.
All right, let's see. Can I look?
Yes, it's time for the big reveal.
Oh, that's way better than I thought.
And who do you think that is?
Well, I think it's Toe Jammer. And were the horizontal lines supposed to be the lips of the monster?
No, I was trying to give him a top hat.
Oh, and extra.
It was
an
going so
extra-
well, I
an
thought we
extra-
could use some
Well,
flair.
fair enough. A little bit of flair. Okay.
I believe
So,
Logan Peters was the first to get that. I'm trying to keep track who
of
gets
Good
who
on you.
guessed
Now,
first.
do you think that was fair descriptions? There
I
was
think so. I
nothing
think so.
too-
And you know what? A nice,
obvious.
fairly simple body plan to start with
That's right.
for this first clue. So here
Okay.
you go.
I feel
Make
like
sure
maybe we switching places will be difficult. I'll do.
Okay, okay, perfect. Then that works. So I will grab the next monster.
Yes,
Is that fair? I will
a
furnish
marker,
I will
please, sir.
furnish you with a marker. There.
This is our symbiotic relationship. You hand me markers
That's right. Okay.
and describe the thing.
So here we go. The next one I am going to be
Probably
grabbing.
shouldn't do this left-handed. It's gonna be awkward.
No, well, okay. Why don't we here? You sidle in here,
Okay.
and I'll swoop around. How does that
Don't let
sound?
me see the monster.
I won't.
I just want to make sure the audience has a fair shot at seeing the drawing. You know.
Yes, but I want to make sure that you have the greatest amount of comfort possible when you're drawing. Okay.
Okay.
So here we go.
Yeah.
All right. So you're going to begin with a sort of a not exactly a perfect circle, but sort of a squished circle,
Okay.
squished horizontally,
Oh, I don't know that.
meaning that like it's been squeezed from the top and bottom.
Ah, gotcha. How's that?
Yeah. Yep. That would work.
Okay.
Now, create two cylinders, or I guess rectangles. They're not really. It's a 3D space. Two rectangles dangling from the bottom of the circle.
Oh, I guess they're supposed to be cylinders. Oh no.
No. Well,
Okay.
no rectangles. I corrected my
Okay.
statement. So, and then put a couple of even smaller cylinders at the ends of those rectangles.
Oh jeez. I was way further away
Facing
from the
down.
board than I thought.
Okay. All right. This is what this one's gonna be good. Now, draw 4 sticks emerging from the top of the circle.
4 sticks.
4 sticks.
Okay.
Now,
Eric, you're not getting this one.
now put triangles poking off the end of each of those sticks.
Oh, of course. Yeah, no problem. I didn't hear an impressive.
You've only done
Oh,
2.
that's-
You need to do for all 4 of the sticks.
Dramatic. pause.
Perfect. There you go. And finally, cap it all off by putting 3 circles, smaller circles, on the largest circle.
Oh, yeah. Okay, that's right about here.
Yeah. Okay.
Perfect.
Here we go. Eric, you are free to remove the monster handler hat and take a look at your handiwork.
Oh.
Chat got it.
The chat got it, just based on my instructions.
Yeah, they got
I
it.
do
halfway
feel like
through.
that's a big help, but it's harder to pay attention to each of the instructions when you're trying to draw them. Oh boy. Yeah, that's not my best work.
No, but I could see this hanging in a museum. It's very abstract, very expressionist, if you will. Abstract expressionism. Here, would you like a do-over but sighted this time?
No.
No. Okay, so you have to guess something though. What's he gonna guess, folks?
I'm trying to think of anything with 3 eyes.
You're
But are they 3 eyes?
Well, I don't know.
You're
No,
basically
they're not.
good.
They're not.
Oh, that's.
They're not 3 eyes.
Also, Matt, somebody in the chat said when you were talking about a squish circle, you mean an oval.
Yeah, that's. I couldn't think of that word.
I took it to mean a little more indent.
No, I think. Well, he made the correct shape. I guess
Yeah, it
that's all
worked.
that counts. I just sort of took the long way.
Oh boy, I have no idea.
Are you ready? Are you ready for the big
Yeah, we
reveal?
gotta just
So
reveal it.
who you guess? Guess any monster.
Okay, I'm just gonna say.
Guess any monster.
I'm gonna say a frog.
Yeah, well, that
Possessed.
would have been a good guess, but it's actually Grumpire.
Oh, the third circle was the mouth.
Yes. So there you
Wait,
go.
did we draw wings?
Yeah.
We
Is that what
did.
these are
Those were
supposed
the
to be?
triangles. I sort of simplified them.
Yeah, no, I
You know?
understand.
Okay. So am I back in the hot
Yes,
seat?
back
okay.
to you.
So why don't here? Yeah. You.
You'll switch room here.
Yes. Briefly, there will be no
All right.
one behind the desk. Bahaha! All right. Here we go. I will clear the slate tabula rasa, and I.
I just want to make sure it's not on screen.
Nice.
Okay. Now I'm ready for what you got.
Okay.
I'm ready for this jelly.
Circle.
Be careful you don't show the camera.
All right. Well, don't look.
Don't spoil.
Inside of the circle, 2 other circles.
Whereabouts in the circle?
Middle. And then, ooh, how would I describe this? A line that goes upwards to the right, below the circles.
Below.
Yes.
That goes upwards.
Sort of,
Right.
not quite diagonal, a bit bendy.
Below the middle circles.
Yes. Okay, no, that's great. Now put triangles all around the circle. Yep, that's great.
Uh-huh.
Oh boy. Draw an upside down Y attached to the bottom of the circle to the to one side.
What?
An upside down Y attached to the bottom
Yes.
of the circle.
And then another one to its right.
To its right.
Alright, great. And then how do I describe this part? Trying to think of a comparable shape.
Mhm.
Do you feel like you know it, Matt?
Surrounded by
Do-
spikes.
Do a large oval vertically on either side of the main circle. And then put a circle at the bottom of each of those. And then just draw some lines on the tops of the ovals. Yep, I think that'll do.
Wow. Okay. A bipedal monster. Oh! Is it flower?
Oh, it's flower.
Yeah. Okay. It was the radial.
I was trying to think how to describe those legs and
Yeah,
feet
well,
shape without
that's
saying
good.
draw some
You
toes.
know what? Whether or not it was your intention or not, the expression on this really sold
thought-
flower for me.
I thought the face was important.
Yes, that is important.
All right.
D Bon Appetit was the first to get that one.
About
Very early.
what? Yeah.
Yeah.
Good
Almost,
for
I
them.
think as soon as you drew the eyes, they got it.
Really?
Yeah.
It's impressive.
And then there was like 2 other people right after who said it as well, but D Bon Appetit first.
Very good
Okay,
job.
so this will be our last draw.
Yes.
Yes, and that's for you, sir. And then after this, we'll move on to actual artwork, Monsterpieces. All right. Oh, I need to choose one, don't I?
All right, community, we can do this.
Oh my goodness.
Uh-oh.
Okay, so here we go.
Yeah.
Begin with a oval, a large oval,
Horizontal or vertical?
horizontal.
Okay.
Very good. Now, put a smaller oval on the right-hand side, sort of attached to that oval, at the bottom right-hand side. Okay. Then, make and then on the left-hand side of your larger circle,
Mm-hmm.
put a series of connected sausage links at the angles of a lightning bolt. Okay. Then, underneath your smaller circle on the right-hand side, I'm moving all over the place here.
That's how we play the game.
Draw a couple of L shapes.
How should I say this? Like, or should I?
Yeah, you got it. You got it.
Okay.
And then another one to the right of that. Then, finally, please draw very tall, long, skinny rectangles, 6 of them, at the top of the circle.
Just sticking out?
Yeah, very long. Longer. Yeah.
Oh, what am I at? 4?
Yep.
Okay, let's have one more back here for good measure.
Good idea. And then at the tips of each of those,
Oh, good.
draw something that's shaped like a toilet seat.
Like that?
Oh yeah. Yep. All right, great.
I remember some of these were really
Oh, you're
tall.
right. You're kissing right up to the top
Yeah.
there. Oh, you know what? I'm hoping against.
Is that 5 or 6?
Yep. No, you know what? You did it. You got
Okay.
6 in the mix.
I should take a look now, or is there
Yep.
more?
I think you should. You're ready to take a look.
Oh boy. Oh.
Will he get it, folks?
Oh my goodness.
Yes. This is sort of an
Riedling.
Yeah, you got it! It's sort of an exploded view of a Riedling.
That's very clearly the top of a pipe. This pipe was very
Yeah,
well done.
yeah, like there's something really excellent actually happening up here.
This is very
That was supposed to be the leg joint. right?
Yes.
Like the sort of rodent-like leg
And
joint.
the
Oh,
L's-
well
The
done.
L's for legs.
Good for you. A
I
redemption.
get an L for leg.
No, those were the arms actually.
Oh, right. L for arm.
Yeah, come on, man. All right, so Monsterpiece time.
Let's cue up the monster
All right,
pieces
so
while we.
Michael, you got something for us?
Clean
I just wanted to say that
Who got it?
Minebot 24601.
Congratulations,
Congratulations.
24601. So while we clean up shop here, Michael, do you want to? Oh, you've already got the Monsterpiece queued up. So we held a contest because May is #photo month. We held a contest on Instagram that invited users to post a picture that a photo that they'd taken of some of the My Singing Monsters swag, some of the merch, or sometimes we call it gear, that is available on our Amazon store page. So here, pictured here, are several contest entries who participated in our Instagram photo contest. So we just wanted to make sure that they got their opportunity to shine here on My Singing Monsters Live.
What is that trophy?
The trophy is a top prize of 100 diamonds, who is awarded to the winner of this contest.
Which in this case was Brandster Mario.
That's right.
So congratulations.
Clap, 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 clap. That's the trophy there.
But
I see it now.
yes, we appreciate everyone who entered, and so I believe everyone who entered will be getting a little something.
Yes, because we love it when people participate in our contests. We're going to be giving a little bit of a diamond surprise to all of those who entered and who supplied us with their BBB IDs. So congratulations again to Ranster Mario, and for all those other users who were kind enough to submit photos of their My Singing Monsters gear, keep an eye out in your mailbox in the coming days, probably
That's right.
very early next week.
And I saw the chat noticed Dottie is hiding in the upper
Oh,
left
I
picture.
thought that was one of our plush.
Look at that.
Yes, very believable. Oh, what's happening here? Oh my gosh! Dude, Craft 4 has depicted a very upsetting interaction between Epic Oaktopus and Epic Chorister. Epic Oaktopus appears to be spiriting away one of the heads of Epic Chorister. They've detached it.
To Octopus's credit, it looks about as surprised as Chorister.
Yeah, maybe it's the Ritrot that is exerting some mind control on Octopus and briefly took their gas off the pedal, so then Epic Oaktopus is there going, oh no, what have I done?
I also wonder if the head just sort of eroded off, and Octopus was unfortunate enough to just catch
it. And was like, what do I do with this? Anyway, in any event, Dude Craft, that's very good.
Very good.
Flame.
Oh.
Here we have Maui and
Mawio and Stuigi.
Stuigi. I get it. It's Stu Orb and Luigi combined together. And it's Tort's inside story. Now, is Tort in this particular setup playing the role of a Bowser type figure?
That is correct.
I have to assume. I can see it, you know? I can see it. Tort,
Very fun. Full marks for the pun names.
Yes.
Love it.
I feel like that would be a fun costume for Tort, is a Bowser.
That would be very good.
Yeah, that'd be fun. I'd like to see a Monsterpiece of that.
Ooh. Here's another Monsterpiece for us from Laser Crystal X.
Laser Crystal X here has done a great artistic interpretation of the two epics that were released this week, Epic Oaktopus and Epic Chorister. I particularly like the simplified forms of the Epic Oaktopus here, and there's something especially cute. I feel like they've done a good job of capturing those neon green vines that encircle the arms and the body of the Epic Oaktopus.
I really like the eye detail in Epic Oaktopus.
Yes.
To really sell that sort of tranced look.
I also like the eye detail that went into the Epic Chorister there.
Really nailed some different expressions.
As well, yes. There's a diversity of expressions happening here. You know what? This is sort of a bit of a behind-the-scenes look. When we were first thinking about the Epic Chorister, we thought maybe we'd sort of go down a Picasso-style route of having the features moved around on the faces of the Chorister, and then sort of that was our starting point. But then we ended up moving in the bonsai direction that we ended up moving in. Here, Olivia Owl 7891 has a very thick Epic Oaktopus.
Wow.
Yes, this one doesn't skip Tentacle Day. That's for sure. Look at
Yes.
those. Look at those strong, swole tentacles on this Epic Oaktopus. Very cute. This Epic Oaktopus seems... Swoktopus?
Yeah, it's a little messy.
We're sort of losing it there. But, yeah, very cute. I like the expression on this Epic Oaktopus. You know what I also like about Epic Oaktopus? It's very wooden button nose.
Oh, yes.
Who is one of the defining features that differentiates it from both the rare and common varieties of this monster. You know, I saw a question earlier that we didn't get to, which was, why is Epic Oaktopus so special if all that's special about it is that Ritrot has infected it? But you will notice several physiological differences between the Epic Oaktopus and others that have been illuminated here by Olivia Owl, namely the webbed fins at the end of each of the tentacles, and also the differences in the consistency of the bark, of the shape of the octopus's head, and also in the nose. So it's not just epic because of its cooperation with Ritrot, it's unique in its own way. So well done, Olivia Owl, for elucidating several of these differentiating points.
Great stuff. Now we have art from Ruben, and this one has some text in it.
Yes, and it would appear to me here that we have Epic Oaktopus, and what I can only assume is Ritrot that has infected both a shrub and a sponge.
That's exactly what I believe it is.
And they're sort of offering. Oh, you know what? This is very like horror episode of a Monster World story where you know Potbellies they're sort of going, here you go. Do you want to join the hive mind?
I see it more kind of a fun thing. They're like, look what cool effects this has.
Would you like some? And then Potbelly's going, no thanks. No thanks. That's my Potbelly.
That's good.
Ooh, Seabass87 has done here a very cool Ghast that is done in a sort of interesting, I don't know, is it like a chalk-like medium? I can't really tell what they used to create this artwork.
It's from an art class.
Yeah, it looks like a large-scale painting. It's very well done.
Very cool.
Oh, I really like that. Oh, it's the art class final project. Can you believe it? My Sing Monsters making its way out into the world, into the creative hands of people like Seabass87, creating this Ghast portrait as their final project. That warms my heart. That's very exciting.
Very cool.
What's next? Here, from Artist 208, we have Epic Chorister and a very wily-looking Epic Oaktopus that sort of giving the side eye like, hey, what's going on over there, Epic Chorister? The attention to detail in this one is particularly noteworthy.
Very nice.
I love the specific attention that was given to capturing the different faces of the Epic Chorister. Very well done, Artist 208. Cubwax here has the My Living Humans Dawn of the Stamped.
Stamped.
Yeah, you're not very good at that impression. Maybe you should cool it with that.
But yes.
What do we got here?
This appears to be
Eggplant?
Eggplant Fendleton, the rare human.
Oh, I remember eggplant pangle, or whatever it was.
Did you learn nothing?
And what's that? Is it cost negative 101 coins? That means you get coins
might
every
be.
time you buy it?
That
Who
could be
knows?
correct. It is a rare human.
There it is, Eggplant Pendleton. This human,
Unlike
all other unseasonals can breed.
Oh.
Oh,
Very good.
specifically, they're tying in all sorts of different things here. Well done, Cubwax. This is a
Love it.
very, very humorous post. Aha! Another interpretation of Epic Forester and Epic Oaktopus. I feel like these two monsters were definitely, wait for it, ripe for interpretation artistically. Many people really took to their appearance, and we're so glad that you enjoy both of these monsters. But remember, they're only here for a limited time.
That's right.
So if you don't already own one in My Singing Monsters, make sure to buy or breed one.
I'm glad that with these epics, we've planted the seed of creativity in our fans, and that their art is coming out rock solid.
Aha! More puns. Something's off about these orbs, says Bogart fan. A callback to our previous episode where we were doing a preview of the upcoming Composer Ethereal update, and unfortunately, instead of orbs, Ghast was surrounded by its own disembodied hands.
Or just hands.
Other hands. We
Yeah.
were theorizing maybe his other hands. Ah, yet another
Wow.
Epic Forester from Ghast B. You know what? The center face, the largest of the heads, looks sort of forlorn. Looks sort of sad. Although maybe that's a byproduct of it having only the one eye that's visible.
Yeah,
Hard to say. But it looks sort of glum.
I love the texture on this with the coloring there.
Yeah, it looks like
It really
they,
gives you like a mossy feel.
I agree. It looks like they colored over sort of like the texture of one of those old Fisher-Price easels. If you ever had one of
yes. I know exactly what you're talking
Har
about.
239 has eating cereal instead of ethereals.
And we've got a few, again, to call back to a few occurrences.
Yes.
When we previewed
Yeah,
Composer.
we've got Fung, Prey, and Wisp in their unfortunate cooperation there.
saying, way.
And we've got honking from Bellafish going as it extends its mech suit arm in and out.
And this gas seems much less bothered.
Yeah,
by
it's
the
actually
hands.
sort of chill about those.
Yeah.
And then finally, from Storm Snake 25, we have another interpretation of the oopsies that happened in our ethereal preview. I'm happy to report that we cleaned up all those bugs, and
good.
We're just about ready to put the finishing touches on our upcoming My Singing Monsters Composer Ethereal update. I can hardly stand it. It's so exciting.
You know what else is exciting?
What?
Now the end of the show. Let's just end it now.
No,
I love it.
Eric,
What else could we possibly have to do?
We've got several things that we've got one main thing that we have to do.
Like
We've got to
what?
do our giveaway.
The giveaway!
The giveaway.
Okay,
Now,
I forget.
we mentioned it at the beginning. To be eligible for the giveaway, you need only put in ! raffle, RAFFLE, in the chat, and you'll be automatically entered. Now, while the last few people who haven't done that yet are feverishly
Last
typing
chance.
that in to the chat, Eric, what is the giveaway prize that we're going to be giving away today?
Well, it appears that the winner today will be getting either, this is their choice, an Epic Forester or Epic Oaktopus.
In keeping with the theme of today's episode.
Very cool.
Well, we have a winner.
The winner has been drawn.
Can you believe it? Eric, would you like to do the honors?
I would love to. The winner of today's either Epic Forester or Epic Oaktopus is Cryptid Keeper 128.
Congratulations,
Congratulations.
Cryptid Keeper 128.
Make sure to whisper at us and let us know which monster you'd like added to your collection.
So, we're just about done here on
Just
episode
about.
27 of My Singing Monsters Live, but we've got one more thing that we need to do, and that's show off our My Singing Monsters Composer.
Composerpiece.
That's
Every
right,
episode.
Composerpiece. Oh, I like that. You've coined something new there, maybe. We've got our Monsterpiece, and this is our Composerpiece.
Yes.
We've got our Composerpiece. Now, as I mentioned earlier in the show, Mother's Day is happening on Sunday, and a lot of the monsters that are available this weekend are supported by or supportive of other denizens of the monster world. But make sure that you support the people in your life who give you support. And so, I chose a song called Love.
Aw.
The song is called Love, and it is composed, or at the very least arranged by MsmX Music. Thank you for sending that in. So, as we bid farewell to another episode of My Singing Monsters
I want to
Live-
say thank you, sir, for supporting me co-hosting this show
Oh,
whenever we're on together.
anytime,
And thank
Eric.
you to Monster Handler Mike and Monster Handler Sydney for supporting us as well.
So please enjoy Love, Happy Mother's Day, and until next time, Happy Monstering!
Hello there, viewer in YouTube land. Hopefully you enjoyed the video. I know I did. Got some more over here that I think you might like. Be sure to subscribe, and you'll be notified as soon as they go live. You'll be able to enjoy them. We'll be able to enjoy you enjoying them. It'll be great. And as always, happy monstering.